Can we fight?
Right,
Can we talk about Dale Decker before Gary Marshall gets in here, please?
Who's Dale Decker?
And then we can get back to
Is that the British guy that Sam met online? No, that's Andrew.
Yeah, that's Upper Decker.
We can talk about Sam and his line experience. The living hell of a man who orgasms 100 times a day. Dale Decker. He's 37-year-old, a 37-year-old husband and father of two, who suffers from an uncontrollable condition known as persistent genital arousal syndrome. Why is this a problem, you think? When does it become...
But how is he just coming? Like, he's got to touch it, right?
It happened after a back injury. He slipped a disc or something. It's a real condition. And he had some kind of a back injury, and it just fucked him up.
Wow.
It's got to be something he does, that his back muscle or whatever. It's something shifted, and it's hitting that spot and making him blow loads all day.
Jimmy's right. Okay, he first felt the symptoms after he slipped a disc in his back and was on his way to the hospital. Decker inexplicably ejaculated 5 times on the drive, and since the orgasms have kept on coming ever since. Because that's got to hurt your back when you're coming. You got the slipped disc and you're coming.
A friend of ours threw his back out jerking off on a bus.
Really?
One time in the back of the bus. Remember the comedian?
Was that Mike?
Yeah. So I could see, your back's going to hurt.
Funny.
He was jerking off so much.
Isn't he the one that farted in his wife's mouth when she was an invalid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
That's where I got that reference from. It's a friend of mine named Mike.
Yeah.
Imagine being on your knees at your father's funeral beside his casket saying goodbye to him. And then you have 9 orgasms right there.
He should have arced one on his dad.
My father would be proud of me.
But if you have this condition, why are you kneeling down in front of your dad's coffin?
He should have pulled his pants down right at the coffin and go, Dad, this is for what you did to me when I was a kid, and blow a load on his face and close the casket and bury him.
He goes, well, your whole family's standing behind you. So he's kneeling down in front of his dead dad and his coffin, and he came 9 times.
His dad must have been hot.
Come on, you think this is fake?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, I think it's real.
You really think this is real, that he came 9 times as he's viewing his dad's body?
Yeah.
Let's see. It makes you never want to have another orgasm for as long as you live, Decker added. There is nothing pleasurable about it because even though it might feel physically good, you're completely disgusted by what's going on.
You can work around it.
I would work around it.
You
for
go
100 loads a day?
Yeah, but you just go in the mall and just follow hot chicks around and blow loads. Like, all right, at least it's warranted. I was going to do it anyway.
You're picking your kid up and you blow a load, you're probably like, what the fuck's wrong with me? It's probably torture.
But by the time you get to 100, you're just coughing dust at that point. Nothing's coming out. I mean,
how old is the guy? Like in his 30s?
37, I think.
After the second orgasm, you're not really dealing with much of a mess anymore.
I don't know.
By 6, there's nothing coming out.
5, 6 tops.
If he's 37, there's no way after 6 anything's coming out.
By the time he hits 100, it's dust coming out. Decker says the intense episodes have taken an extreme toll on him and his family. He's afraid to even leave the house because evidently no place is safe from his excessive ejaculation. If you're in public, if you're in front of kids, it's disgusting. And it could break, it could break you real fast, he told.
Happens.
Blah, blah. It happened to me at the grocery store, and when it was over, there were around 150 people looking straight at me. Why would I leave the house when something like this can happen? Yeah, but if you're coming 100 times a day, you can control your coming face.
How do the people in the supermarket know he's coming?
Unless it's all over his pants.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's got to be wearing like a diaper or something. Keep it in, tighty whities.
And you also figure out what color pants you could wear to hide semen.
The white khakis with no underwear look has got to end for this guy.
Silky sweats, that you wear to a strip club.
You wear silky sweats?
I used to, yeah.
Silky
no
sweats?
Underwear. Yeah.
No underwear.
Would you get a rod?
Yeah, sometimes we take a Viagra just to annoy the dancers.
Oh, they would get annoyed by that?
Because we'd have a rod the whole time.
That's great.
Remember Yohimbe bark?
Yeah, that was before Viagra. Yohimbe bark was another thing. You got a GNC.
And that would get you going.
Yeah, it'd give you like an extra inch and thicker.
Yohimbe bark was good. Jim turned me out of that.
And then you just sit there and the strippers would get fucking pissed at you?
Yeah, because you just constantly had a rod. They're trying to say, what do you do for a living? And you got a boner. And
would you like kind of point at it?
Of course, well, you push it up.
You push it up?
Yeah,
make it tense.
So the helmet's sticking out of your top of your pants. You got to adjust it. Make sure before they sit on it, you push it up. Because if it's down there below, then you can't get any way. Yeah, you can't get any friction at all.
Too funny, man. What this guy coming in the grocery store? If I knew I was going to come in a grocery store, I would fucking go look at a shelf or something, right?
Just get out of the diaper aisle. That's the last place you want to be.
But how is it that 150 people? There's no fucking way. You could yell, I have a gun in a grocery store, you're not going to get 150 people to look at you.
Look, well, I'm coming, though. I don't know. But if I'm coming, a lot of people would look.
If he's getting 100 a day, so obviously after like 6 or 7, there's nothing coming out. So it doesn't stop. So the next day he's doing another 100. So nothing is actually dripping out when he's doing it.
Right. So then you just control your face.
You just control your face.
But Decker ultimately realized that his wife, April, and 2 sons are the ones who have to put up with the most of the problems from his pelvic issues. We really struggle right now as he is unable to work and supply for his family, and I feel like all the strain is on me, the wife said. But what hurts most for April is that even though her dearly beloved suffers from endless orgasms and constant erections, he's unable to satisfy her in the bedroom.
Oh, no.
Is this a real story? I don't know. It's in all the papers.
Parts of it remind me of myself.
It's really upsetting. We don't do things that man and wife should do, and we argue over things that should not be affecting us, she said. Because he sometimes has episodes at night, we took the decision to sleep in separate beds. That can be very frustrating and emotional, April added. You want the comfort from another person, particularly your husband, but we don't have that. Decker agrees that his problem has rendered him useless when it comes to having sex, something that makes him feel very guilty. Occasionally, we will have sex, but it's very frustrating for both of us, as this condition has left me unable to finish. He's unable to finish.
He or she?
Him. I've tried reading about it, tried going to doctors, but nobody can help me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to get my old life back. I just
maybe he can't come.
Get back what this condition has taken from me. But he's having 100 orgasms.
Maybe it's just the physical orgasm, the shuddering, but not the cum.
Yeah, because he can't have anything left, like I said. So, yeah, he's probably nothing's coming out. But whatever, you just keep banging on your wife until she has one, and then
just keep going.
Go in the other room.
So yesterday we talked about the guy that has some rare condition. He threw out his back, and somehow that made him start orgasming him all the time, up to 100 times a day. And he says it really, really fucking sucks. And it just happens as he's trying to do regular things. Like
now, why would he release this video?
I don't know.
Does he think that people don't believe him, so he had to put this out?
Part of me thinks it's fake.
Yeah.
Right, that's why.
It's a news thing.
So what? There
like
it is.
Oh, so like a new, okay, like Channel 11 went down
or whatever
and filmed
it was, yeah.
I got the same thing.
You do?
Fuck yeah.
What happened?
I'm coming.
It just happened?
Yep.
And how many times a day does that happen?
1,000.
Oh, why? Don't do it 1,000 times today, please. Don't. I beg you, please. We got to get Dr. Steve on the phone. I want to know.
I'm coming.
It happened again?
Yeah.
So we only have 998 to go.
You bet you.
You bet you. All right. So you think this guy's real?
I haven't seen the video. It seems.
Who's got the video? No, I mean, who did it?
Oh,
Is it a part of a documentary? Is it on
Funny or Die did it?
Is it on CNN? Right. BTV. All right.
I don't know. BTV.
This guy's a fake. What's BTV?
Barcroft.
What does that mean?
I think it's fake. You know, I believe part of it because I've heard of this medically, these weird things. But he's overacting in this video. And he's also saying things that don't make sense. Like 150 people stared at me in the supermarket.
Right,
I don't believe it.
No, because if you knew this was going to happen all the time, you would probably...
He wouldn't go to the supermarket.
No.
He'd send his wife to go.
Or you would just make sure you're in the part of the supermarket where 150 people aren't going to notice.
There's never 150 people in a supermarket.
Never, and they never all stare at one thing.
No. Everybody's doing their own business, looking for their own shit. Right.
Marion Cabretti couldn't get that many people to look at him in the supermarket.
Let's see the video. This is the video that has been put out for your viewing pleasure.
It's like Jim Gaffigan.
We'll link to this video on our Facebook and on our Twitter.
Yeah, Barcroft TV. What is that?
I don't know. That's makes it very suspicious as well. Let's push play here, there, Sammy.
Yeah, sweetie.
Sammy.
Make it big, sweetie. This is bullshit. Oh God! He's falling down,
Father of 2, Dale Decker, suffers from a rare and seemingly incurable condition that leads to him suffering up to 100 unwanted orgasms a day.
There's nothing pleasurable about it because even though it might physically feel good, the whole time inside your mind, you're completely disgusted by what's going on. And depending on where you're at, if you're in public, if you're in front of kids, if you're around strangers, I mean, it can make a person break.
They're showing him and his wife on the park bench talking.
The 37-year-old is the first man to ever speak publicly about the condition.
It's bullshit.
Known as persistent sexual.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't he have an orgasm while they were talking to him?
It's bullshit.
I mean, he doesn't have one every single second.
But 100 a day, the odds are good.
It's nonsense.
Yeah, I don't believe any of this.
Nope.
Right. So if he's up for 16 hours a day, 100.
That's like what?
He's about 7 or 8 an hour.
6-ish an hour.
So he's getting one every 9 minutes, basically.
One every 9 to 10 minutes. Yeah, somewhere around there. There's no way. No, it's bullshit.
It's nonsense. He's overacting. Oh, I come once a day and my cums aren't that good. 100 a day, you'd get used to it.
And by the 100th, you're not doing that.
No. I didn't believe.
He's acting like it hurts.
Yeah.
When he comes.
Right.
Such garbage.
Let's see though. Let's try to keep an open mind.
Okay.
Arousal syndrome, or PSAS, and he says it's ruining his life.
Stinks.
When you're on your knees at your father's funeral, at his casket, and you're saying goodbye to him, and then you have 9 orgasms right there, while your whole family is standing behind you. This makes me never want to have another orgasm.
I hate this guy and I hate this video.
But you know what? You just keep on coming.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't believe this. Do you believe this, Sam?
He's lying completely.
I don't believe it. I don't think an orgasm could be that painful.
No, look, he's being shot.
Right.
The funeral story is this big.
That's ridiculous.
That's suspicious. The fucking 9 orgasms, and then the fucking supermarket thing. It's just shit.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, the way we read it in the prep sheet, it was like, all right, this guy's got a rare thing.
Right.
Maybe he's shuddering a little bit.
We're going to talk to Dr. Steve in a minute, but I want to get to the end of this video first.
TV is, it's on their YouTube channel. It's already had over 700,000 hits.
Sure. Right.
So they're all, it's probably his buddies. Let's do this. We're going to get, they're going to have 2 million hits by the end of the day.
Oh, easily. All right, keep going.
Dale, from Wisconsin in America, was enjoying his suburban life in 2012 when he slipped a disc in his back while getting out of a chair,
Listen to the announcers,
triggering the condition for unknown reasons.
British. They put me in the back of the ambulance to take me to the hospital, and on the way there I had my first 5 orgasms, and they've never stopped.
Dale has been unable to work since the accident and is mostly housebound through fear of experiencing an episode in public. But he enjoys playing frisbee golf with his closest friends.
There it is. It is frisbee golf. Why is everyone getting mad at me? It's frisbee golf. It's disc golf. He's walking up to the course and he's bending over because he's having another orgasm.
He's overacting.
Well, they happen.
He's in baby pose.
He looks like me and Voss doing Shakespeare. It's fucking terrible, this guy.
They happen when I'm asleep. They happen in the shower.
But they're not happening as you talk to me.
I just have 9 rather powerful orgasmic sensations flow through my entire body. And now it feels like every muscle from here to about here is doing this.
His chest to his knees. Orgasm.
While the condition is so rare most doctors can't even diagnose it, it is widely acknowledged by specialists in the field.
PSAS is a condition of unrelenting genital arousal and spasms, which is not necessarally sexual.
She could cure you.
She sure could.
They have no idea.
She's like Warren Haynes, ugly woman.
I bet you didn't come in their office when he was with her. No. Why is a gynecologist?
What is she? I don't know.
Commenting on this.
Because they all want a little FaceTime.
Of course, she's not even a gynecologist.
She is a beast.
It said underneath. She was a gynecologist.
Who could say it? Sure. I mean, if they could,
right.
No one says it has to be. They're on their oath.
Does she have wrestling figures on her desk behind her? What is that on the right side?
Yeah, it's fucking shot in Sam's house.
All right, keep going.
Intense suffering.
And this suffering is felt in Dale's home life, where wife April struggles to cope with the situation.
We tend to have arguments about stuff that really argued about.
Oh.
We already struggle right now. I mean, he can't work and help supply, so I feel stressed from that.
And PSAS is even affecting Dale's relationship with his children, Christian and Tatum.
They don't have a
shitty beach
relationship.
Yeah,
he doesn't go to like practices because he feels embarrassed, and kids don't know about his condition. So the kids don't quite understand why Dale won't be there.
The threat of a spontaneous orgasm.
If he has time to walk the beach with his wife, he has time to go to his kid's game.
You know how long it takes to set up these shots?
Exactly.
Different locations. He's on the Frisbee course.
Right.
The beach.
It's nonsense.
Why wouldn't he be collapsing on the beach as he's getting the nice, video of him and his wife walking?
Why wouldn't they play porno music in the background instead of goofy shit?
Right.
That'd be better.
That terrible thin-voiced announcer.
He's got horrible hair, by the way.
He's awful.
He's got the worst hair
He's
ever.
terrible.
How many times do you think he came when he was sitting in the hair salon getting his blonde highlights in his hair?
It's fucking terrible.
It's horrendous. Now he's leaning over a rail, like looking and reflecting on his life.
Looking at the ocean.
Looking at the water.
Because he's come that much in 2 weeks.
Some horrible lake. He's a lazy bum that doesn't want to work.
Yeah. It's just a goof video, that's all.
Keep going.
Isn't the only thing that leaves Dale afraid to leave home.
Sometimes I have an erection for 3-4 hours at a time, off and on. They just come and go, like 30, 40 a day.
He's looking longingly at the water again. Enough with the water.
It's possible to have sex with my wife. We don't very often because it becomes frustrating. Because for me, there's no end.
Plus, she's a 3.
Help, in London to see if she can shed light.
Oh, another pig!
I know. Yeah, destroying every part of everything in my life.
When it comes to sexual issues, people get very...
He's overacting again.
Oh. Go ahead.
Now he's walking around. He's walking it off. Leaving her office. Is she some kind of psychologist?
Anything like that
Sex therapist.
Sex therapist. She doesn't believe
There are
it.
no words.
She doesn't believe it.
There are words.
It's hard to know if it's real.
It's not
This
real.
makes me want to find him some relief.
I told you. She doesn't believe it.
Otherwise, this is a horrible way for him to have to live.
Shut up, fatso.
But even in the face of such
Think she gets
desperate
turned
odds,
on?
there
This
is
guy,
hope for Dale's
quote,
future.
coming
I
on
didn't
our
know
couch?
she was
It's very brave of Dale to come out and publicly talk about it.
Is it?
He's suffering, but there is help for him. There are doctors that can help him. So I hope that he's
I'm
getting
going to move
some
into
help.
his house so he'd never orgasms
I think
again.
the main problem
My
is
fucking
probably
dry,
nobody
thin
believes
hair.
that it's a medical condition.
Fucking awful hairdo.
It's not.
Crypt keeper wig.
Fucking ogre.
She's really terrible.
I'm going to be his new roommate.
She's like Jeffrey Tambor in Transparent.
I guarantee he never gets another erection.
She is brutal.
She is horrendous.
A medical problem.
I just try to take one day at a time. Hopefully someday Buddy will come up with something, because I would like to get back to my normal life one day and get back to being the person I'm supposed to be instead of the person this has turned me into.
It's going to come out that this is bullshit.
I hate this more than ISIS footage. I've never hated anything more than this video.
It's just bullshit.
Yeah, it's 100% fake.
Let me say hi to Dr. Steve.
Yeah, it's called lower back fibrosis.
Dr. Steve.
Yes.
Yes. Did you listen to that video?
I did.
Okay, what do you think? What's your gut telling you?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to imagine this guy playing frisbee golf while he's ejaculating all over the place. I mean, it's just
all over the place.
Yeah. He's comments how much he's making new lakes or something.
there is such a thing called persistent genital arousal syndrome, and it's exceedingly rare. It's caused, they think, by
babysitting.
It's caused by entrapment of a nerve called the pudendal nerve. At least that's the hypothesis, and that's the nerve that goes to the junk. And these people will have persistent erections. They can't. Look, the ejaculatory mechanism has lots of little parts that go with it, and one of them is neurologic. And you know, when you get that feeling of sort of, however you describe it, you know, that warm feeling that feels sort of like a sneeze that runs up and down your spine.
The orgasm?
Yes.
My best way to describe it is like it feels like you're taking a shit out of your eyes.
Well, yes, that.
Yeah,
that too. But that's just purely neurologic, and you could have that separated from the ejaculatory mechanism and all that stuff. So you could have the sensation of having an orgasm over and over again and just being triggered. And so it's possible. This one sounds a little suspect, but if he's real, it's a very extreme and rare condition.
It's utter malarkey. He's bent over, going through the whole... I don't come that good ever. I've never come as good as he does once on a fucking Frisbee course.
Right.
Yeah, why would they want to... You know, they should have said, take your underpants off. Let's see what's going on in there.
Put a plate out so we can see how much cum you're shooting out.
Yes.
Get a dish.
Well, and
why doesn't he look dehydrated?
If you're coming that much, you're not
right.
Because you're going to run out of fluid after
Dr. Steve, how many loads before he runs out of fluid?
Oh, 2 or 3, really. Those seminal vesicles, you know, don't carry that much fluid in them. They, you know, there's, you know, the average ejaculation is 3 to 5 mLs, which is just under a teaspoon.
Under a what?
So,
a teaspoon.
Under a teaspoon.
I do more than that.
So by the third orgasm...
I'm saying average. Half the people will have more than that. But it's, after 3 or 4 of those, I mean, you've depleted your supply. You've got to regenerate it. That's why we have this.
So are you at least getting a dropout by your 3rd or 4th orgasm?
Yeah.
A couple drops, maybe. When do you start, you know, coughing up dust from your penis? How many in? 5, 6?
It's a good question. It's not been very well studied, to be honest with you.
No.
When you I come so much I should be a rain cloud or something. Genitals aroused.
Now they could give this guy Prozac. I'm sure they've tried it.
They haven't. He's a fake.
He's a bum.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
they should give him a fucking hairpiece.
If we assume that he's real, those are the things that they could do. Is Prozac is known to delay ejaculation, and that might help. The other thing is they could go in and ligate the pudendal nerve. Now, that would make it impossible for him to ever have intercourse normally again, but it stopped to this stuff.
Your pudendal nerve being ligated? Who wants that?
Oh, God.
Pudendal nerve ligation.
Oh, my God.
Great name for a movie.
Yeah.
It's a great band name.
Yeah, pudendal nerve ligation.
This guy's got shitty hair with shitty highlights, too.
It's terrible.
That's suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you have to sit in the chair for a long time to get those highlights put in? I mean, how many times is he...
Oh, you're ripping off Sam now.
Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hit that right. I'm sorry.
They should have talked to the hairdresser. Yeah, while I was putting in the highlights, he had 20 of these dumb things.
Yeah, what's going on there?
What is going on there? And then they were able to get video of him walking down the beach with his wife, you know, arm in arm. And then they had him walking back, which means he had no orgasm because she would have been pissed on the walk back.
Yeah.
His wife seemed like a very genuine woman. Weeping at their arguments.
Right. There's obviously some psychological issues going on with this guy, and that's his excuse.
Sure.
Or the whole thing is a bunch of...
that's a reasonable hypothesis. I don't have...
I think the whole thing is just made up to make a viral video.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out in a couple days.
We've been pawned, or pwned, whatever it's called.
I thought this one was real, and because I think the 3-breasted broad is fake.
Yeah.
That came out yesterday as well.
Real.
You're starting to say she's real. It's been going back and forth for the last couple of days. They said it was real, then they said it was fake.
She's not. Oh, someone said it was fake because she's not the first one that's done this. Oh. I've seen other people that have gotten a 3rd breast implanted.
I knew a girl that did that.
Yeah,
fucked up tits.
It's just, you know, they put these tissue expanders between the breasts, And basically what those are they're balloons that you can fill up with water over time, and you pump in more and more and more, and it stretches the skin, and then you can insert an implant in there. And it's just really, it's not a breast, it's just a big round mass of tissue with silicone underneath it.
That's all I've been calling them my whole life.
Is there a nipple on it too?
Well, they can make a nipple. They could tattoo a nipple on, or they could create.
Who wants to suck on a tattooed nipple?
Exactly.
Isn't there a better way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Can't you twist the skin at least?
Yeah, make it red.
Really has just a giant skin tag. That's all it is.
Oh.
There's no reason why that. I mean, she may be fake, but there's no reason that you couldn't do that.
Oh, let me see the picture, Sam. I haven't seen the photo.
She's got 3 breasts, all right, with some weird, like, 3. I don't know. What would you call that? Like a bikini, but there's a third.
Yeah, try bra.
That's great. A nice smell in between them.
Bra? I mean, try bra. I don't know.
Terrible.
I don't know.
Fucking no hips on her. She has square boy hips.
Yeah, she should have fixed her
look
hips.
at it. She has 2 pretty nice tits, and then this sort of just weird thing in the middle that is tit-shaped, but it's
goofy.
That's her head, Dr. Steve.
She's a goofball. All right, we're moving on from Orgasm Guy. So, you're calling bullshit on that?
I think he's full of bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
If I'm going to call on my show that's bullshit, I always try to answer it seriously anyway, because there's always information you can get out. So there is this thing called the general persistent arousal syndrome, and he may have it, he may not. Hell, who knows if he's real or not? But it is a real syndrome, and it's very rare.
But that makes you actually have the orgasm, or just kind of keeps you?
They can. They can have persistent erections. They can have, the whole spectrum of the sexual response, including frequent orgasms.
All right.
So, I mean, it is a real syndrome. Now, whether this guy has it or not, I mean, the whole Frisbee golf thing kind of made me think this is bullshit.
Yeah, of course. And then he collapses and then goes into child pose. And what, he's making cumsies?
Yeah. That's terrible.
He's making cumsies.
Terrible.
Terrible.
He plays Frisbee golf.
Yeah, it's an enragingly bad video. It upset me.
I think they filmed it.
Enraging.
What? Oh, okay.
He said even if it's real, it's enraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. What